Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to talk about getting our way. And God does want the good life for us. He really does. But there's times when we got to be patient to endure when we don't get what we want. And when we go through that, God is testing our faith and our spiritual growth to see where we're at. And He calls us to surrender our will to Him. And with that, there comes peace. I have experienced that a couple of times where I didn't get what I want. And I prayed and prayed and I didn't get it, or why I'm not getting it, or what's the delay. And I had to ask God why. And He had to tell me that you got to surrender your will to me. You got to trust the path I have for you. Your will is different than my will. Then I started understanding that. But when I started surrendering my will to God, there was peace that comes with it. The peace that endures everything. And I've learned that. And I learned to be patient with God because I have to remind myself that my will is not lined up with His. So I have to pray daily to ask God to pray for my will and His will to match up and be in alignment with each other. And sometimes I pray for God to submit my mind, will, and emotion so that I can be fully in line with Him. And then I won't get frustrated and angry or upset because I didn't get what I want. Because I start to understand God's timing and God's will. And it's a character building that God is dealing with us when we don't get what we want. It's to test us to see where our spiritual growth is. And it's something that I have learned. And I'm really glad and thankful that I've got to learn that. And I really take it to heart now. And I know you can. So surrender your will to God. Be patient. And God will give you what you want. But it has to be on His time and His will and not ours.
It's here.
And God will give you the peace. So that's my message today. So you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, God loves you.